Hi friends, today I'm going to talk about the dark psychology of perfectionism. At one point of time, I was a perfectionist. But then, after releasing 3 books and dropping the expectation of being perfect, I could release my books. I could overcome the fear of being visible, of being judged, just because my passion was much bigger than being a perfectionist. So let's quickly jump in and understand why many people never finish writing a book. Perfectionism is often misunderstood. Most people think that perfectionists are obsessed with excellence. In reality, many perfectionists are obsessed with protection. They want to protect themselves from embarrassment, criticism, from discovering that they might not be as good as they expected themselves to be. Perfectionists put a lot of pressure on them. They want everything to be flawless and to be accepted 100% by every reader. Now think about it. If the book stays unfinished, your dream stays untouched. But the moment you finish your book, it becomes a reality and you get the sense of it that it can be judged, ignored by people or readers, or it can be misunderstood. Or worse, they can read it and they feel nothing and you don't receive any feedback from the readers. And for human brain, this is an emotional rejection and this is quite dangerous. That's why perfectionists often create strange behavior. They endlessly keep writing the first chapter. They keep researching instead of writing. They plan instead of finishing their book. And they wait for the perfect mindset to begin with. But underneath all of it is usually one terrifying thought. What if this book reflects who I am and I'm not good enough? Because writing is personal. Even when you write fiction, pieces of author always come into the pages. The fears, the desires, and the worldview, everything appears in the pages. Which means publishing a book psychologically feels like publishing a part of yourself. And here is the irony: perfectionism doesn't come from high standards alone. It often comes from the need of feeling high self-worth. People who trust themselves doesn't look for validation. They decide and they act. And even if they fail, they learn and move on with an enhanced confidence. They do not look for a flawless work. They believe in taking a leap and then improvising on its way. But for a perfectionist, the belief is, if I create something flawless, then I finally deserve respect, validation, or love from people. But that mindset becomes a trap because perfection is impossible to achieve. So the brain keeps moving the finish line by days, months, and years for better sentence, better chapter, or better idea. Until year pass by and the book still lives only inside their head. Eventually, every writer faces the same psychological decision. Do I protect my potential or I risk being truly seen? Because the people who finish books are not the people without fear. They are the people who learn how to create while being afraid. To give you an example, I wrote my second book, Write, in 10 days. When I finished writing, I was scared. I didn't know that if it was a great book. I was skeptical about my content, about my skill set, about my presentation, and everything that was coming in this book. But then finally, I took a leap of faith. I trusted myself. I gave the book to a couple of people to read it and give me a feedback. They loved the book. But I finally decided to publish this book. The confidence of beta reader gave me the confidence to come out openly with this book. And now, for so many years, The book has been selling in the English bookshop, Sodermalm, and Walter's bookstore in Groningen. People love the size of the book. People admire the cover of this book. It's a pocket book, easy to carry, easy to read, and it addresses the fears authors come across every day. The doubt, the need to be perfect, everything has been addressed in this book. This book will help you in changing your mindset while you are writing your book. So, my author friends, if you liked this video, click the like button, share with the aspiring authors or anybody who needs to hear that perfectionism is the killer of your talent and your dreams. Keep shining and smiling. I will see you in the next video.